about it.
Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another match reaction. Welcome back to the show, people. And what a performance today from Chelsea, putting 3 goals past Aston Villa. Outstanding performance from everyone involved today. Absolutely brilliant. Enzo Maresca, masterclass, best performance of the season. Jackson scoring again, Fernandez scoring again, and Cole Palmer back amongst the goals as well. Everything was perfect this afternoon, other than slight injury concern for Wesley Fofana. Maresca saying he thought it was going to be 4 to 5 weeks, but Fofana's come out on Instagram and said it's just a slight muscle issue, and you know maybe perhaps it won't be that long. So let's wait and see on that one. I think I am moving. Guys, what's the stream saying, by the way? Is the internet moving a bit mad? Are we not looking good on the connection front? Please do let me know in the chat what it's saying. Because it just looked a little bit shaky. So yeah, we might have to quickly just guys, are we back, or is it still dog shit? Let me know. Let me just disconnect quickly, people. I'll be 2 seconds. It's that Wi-Fi. Right. Let me just leave, and then I'll be back, guys. 2 seconds. Leave that studio. We'll be back. Oh, no, we don't want to do that. Let me just refresh this. No, we're just going to crack on. Guys, let me know in the chat. Bit laggy. Fuck's sake. Am I lagging? No, it looks a bit better now. It looks a bit better. Let me know, people. Let me know. Yeah, first clean sheet since May as well. Mental. That was the first clean sheet since May, when we beat West Ham 5-0. Madness. Absolute madness. I think I've sorted it out now. Guys, let me know. It should be all right now. Yeah, I'm better now. Fantastic. Funny how we played Villa 2 games in a row, then they conceded 3 goals, but today was a win. Yeah, brilliant from us today. Absolutely superb. Yeah, we were outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. Cucurella beast. Yep, exactly. Brother, what is this clown doing? Send Brighton another 100 mil for Caicedo and Cucurella. Yeah. No one's mentioning price tags now, are they? Where are all you lot that were mentioning price tags? Oh, what a waste of money Cucurella was. What a waste of money Caicedo was. What a waste of money, you know, XYZ person was. Nah, less of that, people. Less of that. Phenomenal players. Thought the lineup today from Enzo was magic. Yeah, I'll be honest, guys. You know, when the lineup came out, I was a little bit like, oh, I'm a bit unsure about this team. Not really sure what to expect. It was all 3 midfielders starting. Obviously, Caicedo was inverting from right back. Outstanding performance from him. You had Enzo and Lavia in there. You had Neto and Sancho starting on the wings. Palmer and Jackson. And yeah, brilliant. You know, a very attacking lineup. But I suppose that's one way of getting them all in the team, playing Caicedo at right back. And I guess with obviously Reece injured, Gusto, you know, you can't, you know, he's not immune to picking up a few knocks here and there. The Caicedo inverting from right back could potentially be an option that we might well see a bit more of moving forwards. We might well see a little bit more of it moving forward. I mean, I don't know for certain, but there's absolutely a chance. Yet we're 3rd in the Premier League part. Yeah, Morgan Rogers didn't have a good game today at all. Brave, confidence running through the team. Absolutely. Those 2 Neto passes should have found the header. Massive performance. Everyone was great. Everyone was great. Even Robert Sanchez had a decent game as well. So fair play to him. He made a few decent saves. His distribution was all right as well, in fairness to him. So yeah. It was good. It was good. Yes, big up to Jesters. Hope you're doing well, brother. Yeah, it makes sense, people. It does make sense when you think about it, you know, a natural midfield player in Caicedo. I mean, Villa are a decent level of opposition. I know they didn't play particularly well today. Yeah, it's an option that I hadn't really given too much thought to, but it's one that, you know, given Reece's issues, you know, it does make it does make sense, and you know, it's something that I would like to see a little bit more of, for sure. Caicedo playing inverted right back was immense. He was brilliant. Why did they both came on. Do you think Enzo is overachieving from his expectations? Yeah, look, I think we're absolutely doing a lot better than anyone would have given us any credit for. No doubt about it. But yeah, you know, it was an incredible performance today. Really, really good. Our best of the season by an absolute mile. Everything was pretty perfect. We made Aston Villa look very, very ordinary. I know that they're obviously not playing particularly well at this point in time, but we made them look ordinary. You know, they offered very, very little. Yes, Ollie Watkins could have scored when Wesley Fofana slipped in the first half, but it was a decent save from Robert Sanchez. But other than that, I'm struggling to think of many opportunities that they actually had, which is credit to us, you know, because they've won their last 2 games at Stamford Bridge against us. We haven't had a particularly good record against them in recent times. So, you know, fair play to us, and we defended pretty well as well. So that's the main thing for me. Thought we controlled the game really well in the second half, played at our tempo. Yeah, no, we absolutely did. No cap. What's going on here? Yes. Sorry to hear going through a difficult time, brother. But as always, the Chelsea, we stick together. You know, great performance, and we're fighting for that top 4. We're third on alphabetical order because that's the only thing that's separating us between Arsenal. Exactly the same records in terms of wins, losses, and draws, goals scored, and goals conceded. But alphabetical order is the Premier League's way of doing it. So yeah, it's an interesting one. What else are people saying? Do you know what, guys? I might just make this a call-in show, you know? Like, you lot can have your say in the chat. That might be an idea. Give me a few minutes, guys, and I'll get the link pinned to the top of the chat, and we can have this as the call-in show. Why not? Let's have this as the call-in show, people, because I want you lot to have your say after matches. I think that's only fair, actually, and it's interesting to hear what other people think. I'm sure it's great to get other fans on as well. So let's I will do that. Yes, Fofana is injured. Maresca said he thought it might be 4 to 5 weeks. He said that after the game. But what he did say, what Fofana has subsequently come out and said on his Instagram, is that it's nothing to worry about. Now, do I expect Fofana to play against West Ham? Not against West Ham, sorry. Do I expect Fofana to play against Southampton? No, I don't. Because Maresca's already spoken about him only playing once a week until the start of next year. But this is what Fofana said on his Instagram, which to me suggests it's not as serious as what Maresca initially maybe thought. A slight muscle warning, as often happens after long injuries. Nothing serious. The body is adjusting. We'll come back stronger as always. Trust your guy. Yep. You know, that to me doesn't sound like someone who is going to be spending 4 or 5 weeks on the treatment table. Yeah, absolutely. I would expect 3 or 4 changes in the week. I'd expect both wingers to be changed. I'd expect I'd expect Mudryk and Madueke to both. I would say Mudryk and Madueke to start in the week. I think Felix could definitely start in Kunku as well. Jackson's a yellow away from being banned for the Tottenham game. I know he's in form and he's playing well, but can we take that risk? Maybe we can take that risk, guys. Maybe we can. I don't know, but there'll definitely be rotation. And this is, I've said this before, this is where having our squad and our options, this is going to be where it really comes through as a massive advantage at this point, more than any other in the season, with the changes that we are going to be able to make. In our chat, everyone's joking about today's celebration. Enzo is calling his what? Yeah, look, I mean, I don't think he was married. I don't think he was married anyway, guys. But whatever's happening with Enzo Fernandez, and it's easy to put 2 and 2 together. And you know, he's obviously had a change in his personal life. He's decided that he wants to be a single man, and his performances have gone through the roof since that happened. Now, look, obviously, you know, it's a bit tongue-in-cheek, a little bit of a joke, but maybe he felt it was holding him back in some way. And now, if Enzo Fernandez performs like this, then brother, for the rest of the season, please don't get involved in any relationships. Keep your mind on the football, and we could have the player that we know how good he really is. But yeah, guys, make sure you're smashing the like button as well. 60 in the building. Let's run these likes up, guys. We've got 29 likes. Let's get this to at least 60 likes. Smash that like button. Must keep Jackson starting. Yeah, I just don't want him to have a problem again and be suspended for Spurs. Yeah, Gusto will start. Yeah, look, we got a lot of options here. Obviously, Southampton aren't doing that well. They've got their three best players out in Dibbling, Flynn Downs, and Harwood Bellis at the back. So yeah, look, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, yeah, okay, this is a great opportunity for us. Enzo's quality, he seems a little quicker as well. Yeah, it was brilliant from him today. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, it's quite possible that it did, and this is what people don't really take into consideration when they're talking about players. They don't know what's going on off the pitch and in their personal lives. No, it's not about being incapable. It's about being smart and using your options. You've got a massive game next weekend against Tottenham, and this game against Southampton, there will be rotation. It's about keeping your best players fresh. It's about being smart, using the squad, take as little injury issues as possible. Try and minimize that risk. So if you've got the players, then you can make changes. It's not about they're not capable of doing it. It's about being smart. If you've got two games next week and the one on the weekend's the most important, then it would make sense to make some changes in the midweek. It just makes sense. Why football? It's 11 players on the pitch. We should play. What about Mudryk? Yeah, I think Mudryk could start on Wednesday as well. I don't know if it was our best lineup because Reece James, I think, is in Chelsea's best lineup, but that's certainly an interesting dynamic that's given us. And that was the first time we obviously seen that this season with the Caicedo at right back inverting. And I think it worked. It worked really well for us. I think it works really well for us, guys. So yeah, I think it works really well. What are we doing here? Well, no, look, Gusto's obviously a natural right back and a better right back. But look, with Gusto getting back to fitness after his little knock, with James out and rotation options there, I'd much rather play Caicedo at right back than Disasi. So I think we'll see Caicedo a little bit more at right back this month for sure. Brother, things will always get better. Things will always get better, brother. Just do things what make you happy and all that stuff. And it's never as bad as you think it is, bro. I don't want to see Disasi versus Southampton. No, brother, we're not going to see him there. Absolutely not. Yeah, and this is the thing, right? I hate it when, people put, let's have an Enzo Lavia debate. It's not Enzo or Lavia. It's both. We've got both. Both are great players. Both offer different things, and both are going to, have a big role to play for us this season. So I don't really get it. If Enzo continues playing really well, then that's what he should be doing. He should continue to be in the team. Simple as that. And this for me, if you're going to play all three, the best way to do it is obviously to have Caicedo at right back. That's how I think it's going to work best in my opinion. But yeah, just on this Fofana thing, that sounds much better news than what Enzo Maresca initially thought in the first place. It does sound a lot better than that. Yes, big up to Red Construct for the super chat, brother. There's no message in there, just sending it in. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. So yeah, guys, you want to send in a super chat, support myself and the channel, please feel free to do so. It would be brilliant. Is it true, the news I've seen online, PSG wants to do a swap with Chelsea? Yeah, it's the silly season is coming back, isn't it? We're coming towards the January window. Swap deals get spoken about all the time in football, and yet they never ever happen. And this will be exactly the same. No truth in that, in my opinion. If that does happen, I'll hold my hands up and apologise. But that to me sounds like utter nonsense, utter nonsense. So yeah, it's not for me. It's not for me. Oh, I won't go that far, but yeah, no. Look, we like at the moment, Chelsea fans won't be thinking about Reece. We won't be thinking about him. What else is going on? Gusto should not be inverting, bro. He looks lost in the final third. No, Gusto. This is the thing with Gusto, right? Gusto understands the inverting role. From a tactical perspective, he's got that role locked in. It's just in the final third, he doesn't have the quality on the ball to perform in those areas, unfortunately. Second place is realistic. Look, next season is a different conversation, a completely different conversation. But yeah, look, I hear you guys. I hear you. I think we've got a good opportunity this season to finish in the top three. You never know. If we could finish second this season if Man City don't get their act together. But let's just take it one game at a time. I'm not bothered about what anyone else is doing. Just keep picking up the 3 points and let's see where it ends up for us. But yeah, it was big in the race for the top four today. Spurs dropping points. Newcastle dropped points yesterday. Obviously, Villa dropped points today to us. All really important results for us. All really important results for us. Yes, big up to ACFC. What likes are we on, guys? We're past that. We are past it. And the super chats are flying in, guys. Appreciate all of you as always. Let's get this up to 50 likes, guys, and then I'll open the lines and you lot can come in and have your say. But let's get to 50 likes first. Enzo won the ball today more than anyone. Yep, he was fantastic. Think people are too quick to blame Wes. Yeah, look, Fofana was outstanding today. Thought he was brilliant at the back. Really, really good. And those conversations from earlier in the season that I rightfully called out as utter nonsense from people that were saying it. Oh, Tosin should better than Fofana. Tosin should be in the team. No, class is permanent. Fofana is a quality centre-back. And he is now starting to find his feet, find his groove, find his rhythm. And he's demonstrating what a good player he is. Exceptional at right back last weekend against Leicester. Another really good game today. And hopefully he's not out. He's not out for too long. But yeah, no blame for me from Fofana. But yeah, Thomas, appreciate the super chat, bro. That's very kind. So thank you. Let's see. It's big up, brother. Happy with the win, but it should have ended with 4 goals. Yeah, you can always want more, but it was a perfect afternoon. It was a perfect afternoon. I want to see Tosin start. No, for me, I'd stick with Badia Shield, to be honest. Yeah, you could absolutely see it in the summer. And I think Maresca's already said that he's not going anywhere in January, unless a ridiculous offer was to come in. He's not going anywhere in January. Not going anywhere in January at all. So yeah, we will see what happens with Nkunku. But yeah, look, he got a few more minutes than he normally gets today. He got about 20 odd minutes. Didn't really do much. Yeah, we do need a new goalkeeper. Sanchez had a good game today, but if we're going to be serious about winning big trophies, unless there's a miraculous turnaround from Robert Sanchez, it's not happening, guys. That is the reality of the situation. We still need a goalkeeper. Yeah. Name your 1 to 11 best ever Chelsea team. Oh, Jesus. Mate, let me have a think about it and I'll come back to that at the end. Because off the cuff, that's a bit tricky. Yes, big up to Chelsea FC RK for the super chat. Thank you, brother. This lineup is good, but we needed backup midfielders. If anyone gets injured, should recall Santos. Yeah, for sure. I absolutely hear you on that one. I think someone tweeted it during the game. I think Felix tweeted it during the game that if we had Santos to bring on in this game, it would have been perfect. Let's not hinder his development. Let's leave him in Strasbourg for the remainder of the season. But next season, he's got a key role to play, guys. A key role to play. No doubt about it. He has got a massive role to play for us. So yeah, but I agree with you, mate. The backup in midfield is not amazing. So Santos coming back next season is going to be it's going to be huge for us. Absolutely huge for us. But yeah, thank you for the super chat, bro. I massively appreciate that. What else is being said? There's loads coming in. Yes, brilliant. Yeah, Mate, I absolutely agree. I never thought I would have been saying that last summer. But yeah, it makes sense when you think about it, and it just makes sense on so many levels. You know, Joe Shields, he played for Maresca in the 21s at City. He's part of the team that won the PL2. Has played with Lavia, played with Palmer in that team. And he's in the age range that we're recruiting, and he's that profile of striker we don't have. He's physical, he's got box presence, he's good in the air. All things that are probably Nico's weakest points, and I think the two of them would complement each other really well. Plus, if Ipswich go down, there's a cheaper deal to be done there. Look, he fell over. I don't put that down as bad defending. He slipped over, but. Yeah, I thought Fofana had a very good game today, in my opinion. No, bro. It won't be Conference League settings. Absolutely no chance. No chance it will be Conference League settings. Guys, 2 more likes to 50, and then I'm going to bang the thing in the chat, and you lot can come in and have your say. Aston Villa were just poor. Were just poor in general. Yeah, brilliant. Masterclass from him today. Everything he's doing is working. He's making subtle changes to the team each week with personnel, with tactics, little tweaks here and there, and everything is paying off. And he has made a wonderful, wonderful start. And he's proving a lot of people wrong. And he's had a real good. He's really installed the feel-good factor back around Chelsea, back around the ground, back amongst the fans. And yeah, fair play to him for that. Fair play to him for that. Absolutely outstanding from him. Really, really delighted. Did someone ask me if I think Ugochukwu is going to be recalled in January? Yeah, if things don't improve, I think he will be. I absolutely think he will be. But guys, let's get the link in the chat. Let's see what you lot are saying. One more like for 50. I'm going to pin this link to the top of the chat, and let's hear what you guys have got to say about the game. Let me just put it in. Let me just put this link in the chat now. I will pin it to the top. Give me 1 second. Replace the pinned message. Let's have a look what we are saying. It's now linked in the chat. Brother, another very generous donation from Chelsea FC RK. Thank you, bro. Chelsea should mix it up and not always play from the back against Liverpool and Tottenham as they rely on opponents' mistakes. We're still weak playing from the back. I wouldn't say we were weak, but it's an area that we're still looking to improve in. Absolutely. But I thought some of our play from the back today was very, very good. I thought there was absolutely a lot to like about some of our play from the back today. So I hear what you're saying. You might want to do things a little bit differently. But yeah, I thought we were good. Right, guys, we've got 3 people waiting. I'm going to limit this to sort of between 5 and 10 minutes to each person. So let's get it cracking, people. Justice, how are we doing, mate? It's been a while. You good?
Man, I am living my best life. Especially
fantastic. I'm pleased to hear, brother. I'm pleased to hear. Thoughts on today? Personally, for me, I thought it was our best performance of the season. Do you see it like that? What were your thoughts? What did you like most about it?
Well, I thought it was a training session. I didn't think we got a second gear. I thought there was a whole lot more we could have done in that game. We could have gone up a couple more gears. It was very, very easy. It shouldn't be at this level with a team like Aston Villa. It shouldn't be that easy. You can say that Aston Villa is out of form or blah, 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 but you still have to go there and make them look that bad. Right? You still have to go at home. You still have to make them look that bad. You still have to make the passes, the tackles, the goals, everything else. So you could say this team or that team is not up to Chelsea standards. We should be beating these teams. But in the past, we haven't.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 3 years we haven't won at home.
Yeah, they beat us. Because we had the 0-0 we had 0-0 in the FA Cup last season there, and then obviously they beat us in the league the last 2 years without conceding. So this for me is like these are the games that I'm looking at to see how we've improved as a team against teams that we've not done well against in previous seasons. And today we were brilliant. And I agree with you. It wasn't that hard for us. I was expecting it to be a lot more difficult. They're not playing particularly well, but they're a good team. They've got good players: Watkins, Rogers, Tielemans. They got good players and they got threats. And apart from when Fofana slipped in the first half and Watkins should have done better, they offered very, very little threat to us at all today. I mean, what were your thoughts on the team? Because I think it was a bit of a surprise to everyone when the team news dropped. Obviously, all three midfielders playing in Caicedo, Enzo, and Lavia, but the Caicedo inverting from right back, it made sense.
Well, again, if you're going to invert the right back, right, might as well be a midfielder who can play in that position, right? Has something to his game. We know Reece James is basically a forward playing as a right back, right? He can strike the ball very well. But most right backs, TAA is another one. But most of them out there, really good. It's not like you're going to put Aaron Wan-Bissaka into an inverted role because you don't want to see him there, even though I think he scored 2 goals in the last 2 games. But that's not his thing. If you're going to do this, might as well be Caicedo, right? He can play there defensively. He's always the first guy back. He runs his butt off. And when he gets there, he can do something with the ball. And basically that made us have a box in midfield with Palmer and Enzo at the top of the box. And you had Caicedo and Lavia at the bottom of the box. And look, if Enzo's going to play this way, I know everybody doesn't like Enzo for whatever reason. But if he's going to play like this, you can't drop him from the lineup. You have to find a way to get him in there because you cannot ever have too many playmakers on the pitch. And with Neto, who is more direct, is not really a playmaker, but can play make in the final third. When you have Sancho, who can play make all over the pitch. When you have Palmer, we know what he is, playmaker. And you have Enzo. Who are you going to double team and lock down? Who are you going to key on? Because if you key on one of them, the other 3 are going to burn you. And how many teams in the top 6 can say, hey, we have multiple playmakers on the pitch. If you stop this one guy, then the other guy can take over. Liverpool don't even have that. Yeah. If you take Mo Salah out of their game, they're hard-pressed to create or hard-pressed to win a lot of games because Mo Salah's winning those games. We don't have that issue. You can key on Cole Palmer all you want to. But if you have Enzo, Sancho, and Neto on the pitch, okay, fine. You've taken one of our attackers out and allowed somebody to have a lot more space because you've taken 2 defenders to do it.
Yeah, no, mate, I agree. Like that, there was this, rightfully, I think, last season, sort of dubbed as a bit of a Cole Palmer FC, and it kind of, I think that was probably fair. Sure. This season, he's obviously still contributed, and he's been important for us, but we have demonstrated that we aren't reliant on him this season because the supporting cast are now stepping up. Of course, don't get me wrong, he's still probably our most important player and he's still the go-to guy. But actually, if he does have a quiet game or if he doesn't, offer too much, it doesn't really matter. We've got other guys who will step up. Yeah, fine, stop Palmer. That's okay. As you said, maybe an Enzo will come up and do something. Maybe a Sancho, a Neto, a Felix or a Mudryk from the bench. So, someone, with the amount of quality we've got, someone will come up with something if Palmer's nullified. So I think that's a big plus for us, is that we are no longer Cole Palmer FC. Just lastly, mate, Maresca. I'm so impressed with him. I have to be honest, when he came in the summer, I wasn't hating it or anything like that, but it was very much like no Chelsea fans would have had him anywhere in the conversation to take over. He's come in. He's done an absolutely brilliant job. I mean, how impressed have you been by him? Because he's been a breath of fresh air in all aspects.
Yeah, well, he's took us from Palmer FC to Palmer and Friends, right? Look, I didn't know anything about Maresca. Never seen him coach a game. I don't watch championship games. Sorry, I don't have the time today or the one. So I couldn't tell you boo about Maresca at the beginning of the season. But from what I've seen, the first thing he did was say, I'm the man. This is our identity. You're going to fall in line or you're not going to be here. First of all, I'm old school. I'm approaching my 50th birthday, half a century. That's the stuff that I was taught growing up. You either fall in line or you get out, period. And he started with that and he built this team. It's not like he didn't have any talent in the team, okay? We have one of the most talented squads in the Premier League, if not in Europe, 1 to 25. I've said it since day one. So he had the squad, but he has put his personality, his stamp on this team very, very early. And everybody respects him, respects when he speaks, and you can tell because when we have a bad first half, he goes in that locker room and we come out like a house on fire in the second half. And that all goes down to them respecting this man's words. And to be able to do that without the cachet of a Mourinho or a Pep, right, that won stuff before they got here is amazing. So we have a diamond in the rough, whatever you want to say. They went out and found the right guy. And if he continues on this pace, you're looking at, stay close. You might have a deep run, a late run in the season for the title. But next year, I think we should be looking for the title. And it's all down to the coach that we brought in.
No, I agree, mate. And last thing, how many points are we getting from Southampton and Spurs?
6.
6, fair. There we are. You've heard it here, mate. I've got people waiting. Pleasure to catch up as always, mate. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for calling in. Appreciate you. Right, let's move on to the next person. We've got more people waiting, so let's get straight into it. Let me just quickly read this super chat again from the very generous Chelsea FC. Even though I like lineup, Caicedo should be used smartly as right back and not always. Remember, Mourinho destroyed us. Yeah, look, Caicedo is not going to be a regular operator at right back, but it's a useful, arrow to have in our armory, if that's even the saying. So it's something along those. But it's a useful tool to have in the box, basically. And I don't expect to see that all the time, but it's great to have it there. It's great that it works, and that's the best way to play all three of Enzo, Caicedo, and Lavia. So yeah, I don't see Maresca doing it on a regular basis, but it's a really good option to have. So I'd be very, very pleased with that. Guys, keep smashing the like button. We're 71 in the building. We're 58 likes. Let's get this up to 70 likes, people. Keep smashing that like button and keep subscribing to the channel if you are new round here. Yeah, that's the one. I knew I'd butchered that. Thank you very much, mate. Right, let's move on to the next caller. Bro, how we doing?
You good?
Yes, I'm good, thank you, brother. What we saying? How did you find today?
I mean, you can clearly see on my shirt. Palmer again.
It's out.
Yeah.
It's the season now, isn't it? It's the season. We're getting towards Christmas. It's getting cold. It's only one man for the occasion.
I mean, I'm just happy that it's not just him doing the business for us. Like, at least some rival fans are not calling us Cole Palmer FC again, albeit you have said he is probably our most important player. But our attackers are showing that they can shoot and they can score. Jackson scored. Enzo Fernandez, very impressed with him today, honestly. I don't like to really go into like personal things, but like, like he has this thing with his wife and stuff. Like ever since that, like he's actually been playing very well. Maybe that's an effect, but you never know. But I'm just happy that he's playing well and he's enjoying himself. And yeah, the Caicedo at right back thing, it's a useful option to have. And yeah, I'm just happy we've got 3 points. I was actually thinking we were only going to get a draw this game. But yeah, I was pretty happy that we actually kept a clean sheet for once.
Yeah, no, mate, I hear you on that. That was I think someone in the chat said it earlier. That was a first clean sheet since May when we beat West Ham 5-0. First clean sheet at home, not first clean sheet in general, but first clean sheet at home since May. We defended well today. Admittedly, Villa didn't really trouble us too much, which was a little bit of a surprise. I was expecting a lot more from them. They didn't really test us very much at all. But yeah, I mean, in terms of who kind of stood out today, I know like the obvious is that Palmer's with a great goal and that Enzo Fernandez was good. But for me, I think I get it. Palmer's like probably our main guy and still sort of the go-to man. But I actually think our most important player is Moises Caicedo because there's no replacement for him. What he's doing and the level of performance that he is hitting on a consistent basis, it's ridiculous. And it's almost like you watch him play and it's just like, that's just another Caicedo game. And it's just like, it's not normal to produce that level of performance week in, week out. And it's almost just like you just sort of become, you just kind of get used to it and you almost take it for granted a little bit. Oh, it's just Caicedo doing his thing. But what he's doing is exceptional.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I was doing a live stream today. I think I told you when I last saw you at Stamford Bridge. I do a YouTube channel. Yeah, I was doing a live stream, and yeah, I just kept on saying Caicedo's just winning the ball back like it's nothing. Like he just kept winning the ball back for fun. Yeah, especially Romeo Lavia as well. I was really impressed with. I actually like since the start of the season, like he's actually like came out of his shell, I reckon. Romeo Lavia.
Yeah, no, he's done very well, and he's going to be really important for us as well. And it just goes to show that, you know, whatever combinations in the middle of the park, I think it's all right. Whether it's Caicedo and Enzo, whether it's Caicedo Lavia, whether it's Lavia and Enzo, you know, it all seems to work and it all seems to gel together. But in terms of moving forwards, how do you see the week ahead going? I mean, what are your thoughts on Southampton and Tottenham? It's a big week. We've started it off well. How are you feeling heading into the next two games?
I would say Southampton should be an easy win. I don't expect that much rotation. We know that Enzo Maresca does rotate sometimes in games that don't really matter. Just don't rotate for this one, because I know he might...
no rotation at all?
Maybe a few. Maybe play Nkunku instead of Jackson, sort of like that, possibly.
Yeah.
And maybe play and start Gusto probably. But like maybe like Renato Vega playing instead of like Lavia or Caicedo, something like that. So like you know, like when he's played like the B team in some games, like maybe only like 3 or 4 changes instead of like 8.
I hear you on that. I would agree. I don't expect there to be you know, there won't be the same level of changes as there is in a Conference League. But I think the team that played today will be very similar to the team that plays against Tottenham. But I think the team that plays on the Wednesday night, there will be, as you say, I think there'll be 3, 4, at most, maybe 5 changes. I think Badiashile will come in into the back line. Gusto will
He impressed today when you came on, to be fair, Badiashile, yeah.
He's doing really well. I think Gusto will start. So it's Gusto, Badiashile. That's 2 into the lineup. That's different.
Yeah, I think this should be an easy 3 points against Southampton.
I would agree, considering their 3 best players are out. And yeah, lastly, mate, what are your thoughts on Enzo Maresca? Because what he's doing is a brilliant job.
Honestly, I didn't think Enzo Maresca would be doing this well. I like in my Premier League predictions, I remember I put Chelsea 4th, but I didn't think that we would be in the top 4 at this stage of the season, considering the fixtures we had. Because I was looking at Villa and Arsenal, I was thinking, we could potentially lose these. But considering the fact that we haven't, and we've actually played quite well, I genuinely think that we could be top 4 contenders. Genuinely, like title, not yet. I would like to hope so, but that's if Man City and Arsenal drop points. That's the only way that we can be considered for the title race. But at the moment, top 4 should be a must. And next season, we could possibly be thinking of the title. But yeah, easy points with Southampton. Tottenham, difficult game, but they drew to Fulham today. So hopefully we can get 3 points there. And Enzo Maresca, all I can say is I'm happy that he's doing this well.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Shout the channel out. What's your channel? I'll put it in the chat so people can subscribe. What's it called?
Oh, it's World of Football, and you have to search WOF662.
World of Football. Say the last bit again, bro.
You have to search in YouTube. WOF662.
Right, let's have a look at that. Oh yeah, it's like a gold football, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, let's get you some more subscribers, brother. Right, people. Link is going in the chat. Make sure you go and show them some love. Subscribe to the channel. Mate, what sort of stuff are you doing over there? Let them know.
I do Premier League predictions. I did one for this weekend. I've done them since match day 6, since Cole Palmer scored 4 goals against Brighton. Absolutely outrageous. I also do live streams as well. I did a triple live stream for Chelsea Villa, Man United Everton, Tottenham Fulham, and I also did the Super Sunday, Liverpool versus Man City.
Nice.
I try and do every Chelsea live stream that I can, and all like the other big games, Champions League finals, FA Cup finals, stuff like that.
Perfect. Guys, links in the channel. Go and subscribe, show him some love, support him. Mate, thanks for calling in, and yeah, mate, hopefully see you at a game again soon, bro. Take care. Yeah. Cheers for coming on, brother.
See ya. Goodbye.
Right, guys, let's keep smashing the likes, people. We're going to move on to the next. We're going to move on to the next caller. Let's get 3 more likes, up to 70 likes. And let's quickly check the chat. Let's have a quick look. What's going on here? Yes, Dams, what we saying, bro?
Yes, bro. How's it going? You good?
Yes, I'm good, bro. What's happening?
Yeah, not much, man. Not much. Just shattered from today, man. Tiring day.
Yeah, tiring day. Yeah. No, mate, it is. It does take you out of it. It does take it out of you a little bit.
We haven't had a home game in ages as well, isn't it? So
yeah. I mean, well, yeah, it feels like ages, and actually been that long. It's Arsenal, wasn't it, before the
before the international break. Yeah.
Bro, talk to me. What we saying about today?
Yeah, man. I was do you know what? Really impressed, bro. Complete performance from I think 1 to 11, bro. Honestly, I thought everyone, even including Sanchez, played their part today, in getting us the 3 points, to be honest with you. And standouts were Caicedo, Cucurella, Cole Palmer, obviously Nicholas Jackson as well, man. Big shout out to him as well, because that's what now he scored 2 games on the trot now. Scored obviously last week, scored this week obviously as well. And now, he's, do you know what, the improvements we've seen from last season. Do you remember those sitters he missed last week again? Last year against Villa, and some of the ones against Forest, and you just see a completely different player now, a completely improved player. But yeah, man, I'm so thrilled. I think what I'm learning with this Chelsea team as well, I don't know about you as well, bro, I don't know if the chat's the same, but we're winning in different ways now. Whereas from against Brighton, we basically just outscored them. Obviously, 2 errors from Sanchez. The Newcastle game, that was more of a like a gritty sort of win where we had to dig in really deep and hold on till the end, where we won 2-1 in the end. Last week we were cruising, to be fair. 2-0 was comfortable. And we were just in control the whole game. And I guess today was sort of similar, but we still had to put out a performance out there because Villa. I was actually surprised with Villa, man, because I haven't watched them a lot recently. But you think on paper, Aston Villa, they're obviously top 4 rivals.
They were really poor today.
I honestly thought it'd be a draw today. But yeah, they were shocking, bro. Like, they were so bad.
I was surprised at how little they offered. Look, I wasn't expecting an easy game. I was confident that, we could get the 3 points, but I thought it would maybe be a narrow 2-1 win. I could have easily seen a draw. But yeah, I was really, we were brilliant, by the way, but I was really disappointed in them. I was expecting a lot more and a lot tougher a game. So I think it's got to be credit to us as well for how we played and how we sort of nullified them, and for how kind of easy we made it for ourselves, and how ordinary we obviously made them look. But mate, I thought it was they were terrible. But what were your thoughts on the team when it obviously dropped? Because I think it took a lot of people by surprise.
I was surprised myself. Because obviously Felix didn't start the Conference League game, did he? Against
no, against Heidenheim, he didn't know.
No, obviously we think that he'd start at left wing again. But obviously that wasn't the case. But the biggest surprise obviously was Caicedo playing at supposedly right back, where we thought Gusto would fill in there, because obviously Disasi played midweek. But I was surprised at the lineup, to be fair. And I guess we've sort of found a way now to get our whole midfield on paper into the same team.
That's Enzo, and I think that's the most functional way to do it.
Yeah,
I don't think if you play them all in midfield, it means that one of them's got to play as a 10. It just doesn't really work.
Like that. No, and I thought and Caicedo's played right back as well, hasn't he, for Brighton in the past. Like, I think a lot of people remember his performance against United in the I think the semi-final of the FA Cup. I thought he was so good in that in that game as well. And then you could see the flexibility he has of playing that in that position, the inverted position as well. Some of the tackles, bro, some of the crunching tackles, like, and I don't know if you noticed as well, bro, in MHL, but he just gets the crowd going every time as well.
Yeah.
He's always one of the first people to get the crowd going. We saw against Arsenal, he did the same thing after tackle. He did something very similar today as well. And yeah, I think he's definitely taking on more of a leadership role, and I can generally see him being club captain for us, depending on what the situation with Reece is. But he's really improved this season massively. I think one player as well that's a massive personality and massive character to our team is Cucurella, man. I think without him, our defense isn't what it is. I think because Our centre backs, don't get me wrong, they're good, but you can see there's a bit of a shaky moment for them a few times. But then Cucurella's there to sort of calm things down. He's there to cover as well. We saw him cover for Colwell a couple of times, but it's not like Colwell wasn't in trouble or anything. But Cucurella was just there, getting to the board, in crunching tackles and stuff. And I think I think if we do lose him somehow, whether that's the injury or whatever, I do think it'll be a massive loss to our backline, because I think he's so important. I don't know if you feel the same, but he's become a massive part of our team now.
No, mate, he's absolutely vital for the way that we play and for the way that Maresca looks to play. The transformation that he's had has been unbelievable, and him doing that goes to show that you shouldn't write players off so quickly. Sometimes it might take a season or a season and a half to find your stride and get used to it. But I mean, what a player he is!
Bro,
for
do you
us.
remember last year? Like some of the games last year. Do you remember the booze?
Yeah, I think I don't know. That might have been his first season. I don't remember any last season, but maybe there were a few. I'm not sure, but yeah,
loads, bro. Like I remember when obviously he was linked to United, and I still go back to that Wimbledon game we had last season, man. That was his first start for us. He's a shadow of the player that he is now.
Yeah,
you just get fans like cheering when he came off the pitch. Like obviously we've seen like players get abused differently, but like the Cucurella one just stands out to me, man, because of the player he is now compared to last year, where just like match going fans were just like frustrated with him. They were just like, he's not doing anything right and stuff. Like we'll happily send you to Man United and stuff. But thank God, man. Honestly, yeah, his transformation's been, I think he's definitely been our most improved player alongside Jackson. Caicedo was always there as a player. I thought he's always been good. Like he had good spells last season, but we always knew that there was a player in there. But definitely Cucurella and Jackson have definitely been our massively improved players over the past year or so.
No, I absolutely agree. I'm just going to quickly get to this super chat, bro, and we'll get back to it. To mount a title charge, we need a goalkeeper and a striker. Agreed. A centre back, yes, also agreed. I don't think we need a backup midfielder, because I think Andre Santos will be that guy. So I don't think we do need to invest in midfield. I think Andre Santos will be that guy. So I agree with you. If we sign Liam Delap, let's say Thomas Araujo from Benfica is one we've been linked with. Let's just say we get him, goalkeeper, and then obviously Santos comes back into the mix. We've got Esteval coming, Paez. We've got things are looking very good. Set pieces are still not great. I agree with you, Chelsea FC RK. Like they're still not looking particularly good. We're not conceding that many from them, but we're not exactly scoring a lot. I know that the set piece coach has not been there that long, but yeah, I was expecting to maybe see a little bit more from this brother, but at the moment, that doesn't really appear to be the case, which is not ideal if we're being totally honest. But look, we're doing well right now. We're picking the results up, and look, I would agree that set pieces is definitely an area that we do need to find a way of improving on. What else is the chat saying? Bro, do you agree with this? Do you think Maresca's, I say Tinkerman, but he's someone that I think it probably is certain players of certain games. I think he's someone that it pays is a real details guy, and will, even if someone's playing well, if he feels that team doesn't maybe suit him and he wants a different balance in the team, he will play someone else, even if someone is in good form. And I don't know if he's a full man, but he's someone that from game to game will switch things up. There's always constantly little tactical changes in like from week to week to kind of suit the level of opposition. But I mean, bro, what did you think of Enzo Fernandez today? We sort of joke about is sort of his personal life and how his form seems to have improved since he's become a single man. But I mean, he's really showing now what we all knew that he had. We just hadn't seen it enough. The last few games, he's been brilliant. He's put together back-to-back goals against Leicester and obviously Villa today. Really good finish today, by the way, outside of the boot. How impressed have you been by him recently? And I mean, I don't want to say is it a surprise, but we haven't really seen this level of performance from Enzo in consecutive games for probably since his first 6 months at the club.
Yeah, no, he's definitely on some redemption thing, man. or something like that. But he's what's that, 4 GA now in 7 games? Is that right, or 5 or something like that?
Yeah, oh, I mean, yeah, bro. There's quite a few, but
yeah, it's been mad. It's been mad. Like he's definitely improved. I think having Lavia and Caicedo near him as well has helped, especially for today. Get the best out of Enzo as well. And I think even having Palmer in the pocket as well, someone for him to sort of pass the ball to. And like we've seen the game against Arsenal, for example, we saw Neto in that sort of half space where Enzo just flooded that ball to him. We can see the ability he has as a player, and he looks fitter, he looks sharper as well, getting to interceptions much quicker as well. He's not getting as bullied on the ball as much. I think there was one point in the game, I think it was the first half where Villa were breaking. I think Tielemans was running through, and then Enzo last year probably wouldn't have caught him or probably would have got a yellow card. But I'm not saying Tielemans is the most quickest player ever, but he managed to catch up with him and stuff and still win the ball back. So I think that's maybe something that Enzo's sort of installed in his game, and also he's probably had a word with like Lavia and Caicedo as well, just saying like where to be whenever Enzo is and how to help him as well, because obviously they're very different players, the three of them, but they bring out the best in each other as well with the different qualities they have. So yeah, I've been massively impressed. It's hard to keep him at the team, and if a player's in form, you keep him in the team, don't you? You don't really bench him. That's why for Wednesday, so it's gonna be interesting team to see what Maresca puts out. And obviously we got Tottenham on Sunday, so yeah, I'm really impressed with him, man. And yeah, I think a lot of I wouldn't say haters, but doubters are probably changing their mind a little bit. But then again, he does need to continue it, to be fair, for the next couple of games and for our running coming. I think these types of games are suit him as well, where teams are a little bit sat back, and we need that player to unlock a pass or to put a few diagonals through for our wingers. And I think he's perfect for those type of games. So, and yeah, really good finish as well. Took his finish really well, as well, outside the foot as well.
No, I absolutely agree, bro. Guys, make sure you're smashing the like button as well, people. We are on 75 likes at the moment. Let's get this up to 80. I think we could even hit 100, to be honest, guys. It's been the best performance of the season, guys. So let's show some love. Smash the like button, and remember, guys, the link is pinned to the top of the chat. So if you want to come in and have your say, please do hit the link, and yeah, come and have a chat with me. Share your thoughts on the game. Let me know what you're saying. Bro, last couple of things. Firstly, Maresca. How impressed have you been by him? Because I think today was his best game of the season, just as a manager in terms of in-game management, tactical setup, all that sort of thing. Made a top manager in Unai Emery look pretty average. He's really creating that bond now. He's going around, he's applauding the fans and all that sort of thing. All that stuff, it might not sound like much, but it goes a long way. And the football we're playing is enjoyable to watch. Mate, how impressed have you been? Because I think it's a big surprise for everyone.
Yeah, I'm really, really impressed, man. Like, I would say I wouldn't ask for more, but there's been, I think he's developed as well past couple of games where the games that we have dropped points in, we've sort of looked at him in a certain way and been like, oh, well, could he have done this? Or could he have done this earlier? Could he have started this play instead? I remember me and you, bro, with the Newcastle game, I think we outright just put it down to the manager for the League Cup game, that is.
Oh right,
yeah. That game there where where we weren't really impressed with the way he set up the team. And then you could maybe argue that some of the games who dropped points in this season, maybe United, Liverpool. I'm not really looking at the City game, to be fair, because that's the first game. But those sort of 3 games, the Liverpool, United, and Newcastle Cup game, where we sort of had questions of him, and obviously not serious questions, but just like, oh, maybe you should have done this, maybe you should have done that. Don't get me wrong, he's gonna improve, and he's still gonna make mistakes along the way throughout the season. But given how he started, bro, like, I don't think we can ask for much more, to be honest with you. We're what? Joint second with Arsenal on alphabetical order. Only Chelsea fan would have taken that to start the season.
That's mental, by the way. Surely, if that's surely if it was for if it was for a title, there's no way they're deciding it on alphabetical order. You can't be doing that.
Oh, it'd be such a piss take. Can you imagine?
Yeah, it would be mental. Lastly, mate, thoughts on the week ahead. How are we viewing things? Southampton Wednesday, Spurs away next weekend. You're looking at 6 points. How are you feeling going into this one?
Yeah, we should be looking at 6 points, bro. But I don't want to see too much rotation for the Southampton game because we've seen the performances they can put in. They obviously got a good draw against Brighton. They arguably should have won the game. I think goal got ruled out.
Yeah, they were good against Liverpool as well, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I was literally going to say. They're really good against Liverpool. Unfortunate to get something like that. So they're picking up a bit of form actually. Obviously, they're losing those 3 players that you mentioned a little bit earlier: Downs, Dibbling, and I think it was a lot Harbour Bellis.
Harbour Bellis. Yeah. That's their best 3 players basically.
Yeah, and obviously it's a midweek game, so you never know. These midweek games, they can be a bit of a banana skin, but I expect us to make at least like 3 or 4 changes. But I don't want Maresca to underestimate this game, similar to what he sort of did for the Newcastle Cup game, where he sort of almost threw that away in a way. And I don't want the same thing to happen for this game, where he just said, "Oh yeah, we're playing basically the shittest team of the league. We can get away with 11 changes, but we should look to only make 3 or 4. Obviously, Badiashile will come in, like you said earlier. I expect Felix to start this game on the left wing, possibly as well. And then either Mudryk or Madueke will probably start on the right, I reckon. And then, the rest of the team, I don't know what you'll do in the midfield. Keeper will stay as it is. Obviously, Palmer's going to play, obviously. And then,
I'll be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if Vega played in midfield on Wednesday.
Really? You think so?
Oh, possibly. I'll tell you why. Because we already know that Lavia won't start because he's already said that Lavia's not playing twice a week until like So I mean, he might change. He might have changed his mind. But you look at that. Maybe he'll go Enzo and Caicedo. But I wouldn't. I would Vega at least playing some part in midfield in that game.
Yeah, it could be. But obviously, I want that situation to happen when we're like 2-0 up with like 10 minutes to go or something, or if we're cruising through the game, then it'll be a good time to sort of bring him on. But I just hope he doesn't underestimate this game. I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying it's the toughest game in the world, but we can't take any Premier League game lightly, and they'll be up for it as well. They're at home, under lights, midweek, all that. And then we're Tottenham away, bro. Like we always win there, to be fair. So I guess I'm less stressed about that game than I was today. And we've seen we've seen the flip side of them. They won obviously at the Etihad last week, but they dropped points today against Fulham.
So they're so inconsistent.
I don't know who they've got. Who have they got midweek, by the way? Do you know who they got midweek?
I'll quickly check now.
That's who they got midweek. I don't know actually who they got.
I think it'll be an away game.
Yeah, you think so anyway? Or the chat maybe.
They got Bournemouth away on Thursday night. That's not easy.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, similar situation to them. I mean, that would be a bit of a banana. It could be a banana skin for them, and you just don't know what Tottenham are going to turn up. And I think with that high line as well. I think players like Jackson, players like Madueke, if he starts next Sunday, players like Neto will feast off that. And imagine some of the balls that Enzo and maybe even our centre backs will pass to them and stuff. So it'll be an interesting game next Sunday. But I expect us to get 6 points, man. Let's just keep it moving, man. After that, hopefully United can do a job for us against Arsenal midweek as well. So
hopefully, but wouldn't bank on them. But you never know. You never know.
You never know.
But yeah, bro, nice one. Appreciate that.
Cheers.
Bro, I'll catch up with you soon. Wait, what game are you at next?
So actually, I'm going to Prague actually this Thursday. So
decent.
I'm probably going to miss the Saints game. And I'll probably miss Tottenham away because I'll probably land just in time for the game. So I'll probably watch that at home. But
you coming to Brentford?
Yes, but yeah, I'll be at Brentford. Yeah, I'll be at Brentford.
Perfect.
Do you have any home games before that or no?
No, we got Southampton, Tottenham, then Astana, and then it's Brentford.
Oh, then it's Brentford. Okay, yeah. So I'll definitely see you at Brentford then for sure.
Yeah, perfect, bro. Take care, mate. Pleasure as always, bro. Nice one. Enjoy the rest of your day, mate.
Big up. See ya.
Right, guys. Link is pinned. There was someone in there just a second ago who dropped out. But guys, please make sure you are smashing the likes up, and please make sure as well that you are subscribing, people. And guys, come and have a chat. You know, don't be shy, people. There's enough of you in here. I'm sure there's someone might want to come and have a say. The link is pinned at the top of the stream, at the top of the chat. Sorry. Click it. Come and have your say for 10, 15 minutes, guys. I want to hear what you lot feel about the game. Driving me mad, all this rest Neto against Southampton nonsense when he didn't play midweek, or against Leicester, but we've got to rest him. Well, no, Neto might play, but again, he's a yellow card away from suspension, as is Jackson. So you don't want these guys to get a booking which refs can give out quite easily for anything these days. We really need him to. We really need him to be available for Spurs. We don't want Jackson and Neto to be banned for Tottenham, because that would be a major blow, and that is a distinct possibility that could happen. And yeah, we don't want that to be happening, guys. We absolutely don't want that to be happening. So we need to make sure that we're on top of our discipline, and I suspect there will be some changes. I expect there will be some changes. But yeah, what else are we saying, guys? What else are we saying? I'm going Caicedo Enzo versus Southampton and Caicedo Lavia versus Spurs. Fair enough. It'll be interesting to see how all that does pan out. Brilliant win today. Personally, I think we should rest Jackson and Neto, give Christou an easy Premier League game. Yeah, I mean, Tarek George won't play, but yeah, I'd be very surprised if Nkunku didn't start on Wednesday. I think Mudryk will also start on Wednesday as well. And yeah, there's going to be opportunities for players, and this is a game that we should be winning. We know we're a young and exciting team, despite what Jamie Carragher may have said previously. We're a young, exciting team. We're going in the right direction. We're playing some absolutely brilliant stuff, and everything's going really well at the moment for us. You can't complain. You look at where we're sitting right now in the table, and we're starting to. I don't want to say we are starting to create a little bit of a gap. Now, it's obviously not a huge gap, but you look at the gap now, and it's a little bit bigger than it was. Let me just bring this up on screen quickly, guys. Remember, guys, the link is still pinned to the top of the chat. So if someone wants to come in and have a chat with me about the game, etc., all things Chelsea, then please do hit the pinned comment in the chat. It's at the top of the chat, guys. Click the link and you can come and have a chat with me. Yeah, so look, we're sitting in third. We've got exactly the same record as Arsenal, but obviously they are ahead in alphabetical order. We're both 9 points off the top. So we've got a 2-point gap back to City in fifth. And we've obviously got a 3 points gap on Nottingham Forest in sixth. So a little bit of a gap is building. We're 5 clear of Tottenham now, which is important. We're obviously, in terms of other teams, we're 5 clear of Brentford. We're 6 clear of United. We're good now. We're 6 clear of Aston Villa as well, and Newcastle, who are now both bottom half of the table. It just goes to show, Villa and Newcastle 11th and 12th in heading into December. That's pretty mental. But it might be all right. You might just be able to use your computer audio. Just come in anyway, and if it sounds like shit, then we'll just sack it off. But yeah, bro, come on in, see what it sounds like, and then just do it with no mic, as in just use the built-in mic in the computer. Yeah, just come in and try it, and if it's crap, we'll just bin it off. Caicedo, Lavia, Enzo, and our starting lineup is the perfect balance of creativity, press. Yeah, it is, but obviously, yeah, as I've been saying, the best way to get them all in is to play one of them at right back. In Caicedo. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're looking at, and I think it's all very, very exciting, guys. It's all very exciting. So rotation, sure, but until now we have used the teams, but we must during this period play our strongest. Yeah, I agree to an extent, but there absolutely will be changes for this other game against Southampton. Not loads. I think there'll be 3 or 4, because you've got to keep things fresh. You have to. I was wrong about Maresca when he came in the summer. I had doubts of this appointment. Yeah, I think everyone had doubts. It's normal to have doubts. Bro, you can just do it on your phone. Just do it on your phone. It's fine. You just try it. It'll be fine. I was wrong about Enzo. Done that. No, I don't think it will be. Maresca thought it might be 4 or 5 weeks, but Fafana's just said it's a slight muscle issue. So, I don't think he plays Wednesday night, but I think he could be back on Sunday. Absolutely, we do. And look, we're getting some more green on the board there as well, which is what we want. If I'm being totally honest, I do expect the likes of Brighton and Nottingham Forest to drop off. But after 13 games, fair play to Brighton and fair play to Forest. If you said to me after 13 games that Brighton would be ahead of Man City in the table, that's a Mazzolini. That is a madness. No, he thought it might be 4 or 5 weeks, but that was after the game. And then Fafana subsequently come out on his social media, seemingly downplaying the incident. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. That is my thoughts on that. We'll wait and see. He won't play Wednesday, but I think Fafana could easily be in the team on Sunday. Guys, we're 5 likes away from 90 likes. Let's get these last 5 likes on the board. What are you lot saying in the chat? Okay, good. We need a proper backup in the winter. Yeah, I agree. Oh, right. I don't really know why that would be, mate. I've got no idea. But yeah, anyway, look, guys, we are sitting 3rd. We're 9 points off the top, level with Arsenal. We're a couple of points ahead of Brighton and City. And life is pretty good right now in the world of Chelsea. Life is pretty good, guys. I don't think we can have too many complaints about anything Chelsea related right now. This is the first time in ages where I'm actually sat here and I'm thinking about it, and there's nothing to complain about. Absolutely nothing to complain about right now. In terms of what we're doing, a big fat 0 to complain about in terms of what we're doing. Oh, bro, the link's just pinned to the top of the chat. You just press on that, and it will bring you in. Yeah, we do have more favourable fixtures now. We've got Southampton, Tottenham, and then it's Brentford, Everton, Fulham, and Ipswich to finish the year. Yeah, sure. The United one, absolutely. Arsenal, I don't think was as bad as what. I mean, I was confident. I was expecting the win there, but against. Well, I was not expecting the win. I thought we could get the win. But yeah, no, I thought things were pretty good. I have to say, I thought things have been pretty good this season, other than United. Yes, I hope so. No, I don't have a season ticket. Most of the shorts are from away games, to be fair, which is probably why it looks like a different seat. But no, I don't have a season ticket. No, but I'm a member, and yeah. No, fair enough. Palace and Forest draws. The Forest draw, I actually don't think we played badly in that game. I'm more annoyed about the Crystal Palace draw. The Crystal Palace draw, when you look at what they're doing this season, they're out the drop zone now on goal difference. But when you look at what they're doing this season, it's just crap, isn't it? It's just really, really shit. To be perfectly honest, it is just really shit from them. So yeah, that was the most disappointing one for me. But other than that, I think things have been kind of all right. If we're being totally honest, they've been kind of okay. But yeah, that was the annoying one, people. That was the annoying one. But yeah, table's looking good. We're in a strong position. What do I think about Jackson's performance? Thought it was good today. Took the goal really well. He arguably could have had one more, maybe two. Yeah, he could have had one more. So yeah, but I thought this was a very good performance from him. Very good performance. No, I think Noni's got plenty to offer. I don't think he's a squad. Well, I mean, in theory, yes, but I mean, I think he's I think he can contribute. I think he can contribute majorly. You know, I think he can massively contribute. In all fairness. But yeah, I mean, look, Jackson again, it was very good. I think he's got the second most goals. What is it? Yeah, second most non-penalty goals in the Premier League. You know, and non-penalty goal. I'm not saying that penalties don't count, by the way, but you know, they can add a significant, you know, amount of goals to your total, depending on A, how good you are at them, and B, how many your team gets. So yeah, the numbers that Jackson's hitting, and he's not taking penalties, brilliant. In the summer, yes, I think Chelsea will go for a number 9 in the summer. Absolutely, yes on that one. Yeah, I think so. I believe that could well be the case. It'll be on some form of channel somewhere. It'll be on some form of channel somewhere. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. It is going to be interesting. I don't know. I don't know what to expect from it, to be perfectly honest. But it'll be interesting anyway. It will be interesting anyway. Certainly is, and we've got just the guy for it. Let's have a look if there's any news coming in. Last chance for people to call in as well, by the way. Last chance for people to call in. So make sure, you know, if you want to call in, guys, it links pinned to the top of the chat. This is your last chance to come in and have your say on Chelsea and today's game. It's possible, but I don't think so. But yeah, guys, this is your last chance to call in and have your say on today's game. Otherwise, I am going to round out. Yeah, the ownership are just doing their things. They're just doing their thing. Any players you want to sign in January? Not particularly. No, I think what we can really do with is just having a quiet transfer window. That's what would really suit us quite well, I would say. So yeah, that is what I would say on that one. Yeah, Todd's just going around doing his thing. Guys, I am probably going to round this one out now. We are would Thomas Araujo be it? I would think so. Look, yeah, I would expect so. We might do a deal in January for him to come in the summer, but I would expect it to be a summer someone that comes in the summer. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, there we go, people. There we go. It's great. It's absolutely great. And credit to the squad, credit to the players, credit to the manager. It's a really beautiful thing to be watching. Yeah, exactly that. We don't want any of that nonsense. We don't want any of that nonsense whatsoever. All that stuff is stopped now. There's none of that shit anymore now that we're doing well. And now we're getting praise. And rightfully so. We are getting praised because you know, that's what we deserve. We deserve praise. We're doing really well. We're heading in the right direction. What is not to like about what we are doing right now? What is not to like, guys? There's everything to like. There is everything to like right now. But yeah, people, we're going to round out here. We're 4 likes away from 90. Please smash that like button on the way out. Big thank you to everyone who called in to the show tonight. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much as always. Smash the likes on the way out. Let's get this up to 90, guys. What a day. What a performance. We go again next week with 2 big games against Southampton and Tottenham. Loads of content coming up, guys. You're going to want to be staying locked into the channel. There's going to be stuff every day pretty much in the build up to the to the 2 games next week. So make sure you are locked in. If you've not checked out the vlog from today as well, guys, it's up on the channel now. Make sure you go and watch it. And yeah, a big thank you to everyone that's tuned in. A big thank you for the generous donations and the super chat, guys. And yeah, love as always. I'll be back tomorrow again with more content. We've got an opposition preview dropping with a Southampton fan, so make sure you stay locked in for that one. And yeah, guys, love. Enjoy the rest of your weekend wherever you are. Have a good day tomorrow, people. I'll catch you lot then. Smash the like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And dare I say it, Chelsea are back. We're out of here.